makes it brighter side. Cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say how could I have a heart made of stone while you. Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
The 2021 NBA 2K League draft pool consisted of 265 players, and only 63 heard their names called on draft day.
It was exciting from the start. Even before the first pick was made, two major trades took place.
I was getting ready for the number one pick, but we got trade alerts already coming in. Rumors have been flying these last.
Salt Lake City, Utah, fully illuminated tonight as we get a look at our broadcast setting from the skies high above. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. The Utah Jazz made a big move last year with the trade for Mike Conley. Conley said the players they had in place, two-way guys who play unselfishly, is something I've built my game around. We have guys who are willing to do whatever it takes to win. Kevin, back to you.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, DA. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving at the 2 spot. And for the Jazz, Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. O'Neal is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points.
And that was a little payback for what happened on the other end. Mitchell showing the range.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Throw good, James Harden. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Harden hits them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And it's Utah's ball. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
High character kid, well spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And on the way from Irving for 3, it's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Man, it is tough holding down Kyrie. Smooth release on that shot.
On the wing, Mitchell. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got 7 points.
Well, this gives you some confidence when you drop 3 straight to start the game.
Trying to get open is Irving. And good that time.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
O'Neal dishes to Bogdanovich. Over Green. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And the Jazz, another 3.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
The 3 from Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here is Conley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. The three-pointer, no good.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Harden gets the bucket.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Here's Conley. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And here's Green outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
O'Neal with it. Now Green defending. Here's Mitchell. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Harden. Let's keep it alive. Here's Jordan, and the layup's good off the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
There's the pass to O'Neal. Green with the block. And here's Harris from the arc. And the Nets, another three.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
Trying to get his man back for the last three. It helps to not make this personal.
Harden gets the bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Jazz trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
They need this, and Jordan sends it back.
Can't be careless with DeAndre is around. He slaps shots back with some real authority.
From the arc, and James Harden with the three. Harden's got 15 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
Tell you when the time's near, but if I never jump, then I hear. They don't rock till you pick up speed. They think college is all you need. And I don't blame you brainwashing on you, see. It took me 19 years to finally start to believe. And it's me, listen. For the kids with depression, the ones whose parental expectations got them stressing, the ones who will rather persevere, but they trying to make it, 'cause they ain't really living.
Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Donovan Mitchell. Outside Conley. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here is Harden, who's coming off a 25-point game against Portland.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
O'Neal passes to Mitchell.
Screen.
Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Trailblazers. Jazz trail by 13. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
I just don't know how you defend Donovan Mitchell. He's a dangerous offensive player, and he's learning how to get to the free throw line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both. Nets leading by 11. Count that one.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Utah's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And Harden comes to help. Knocked loose outside Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you gotta do it as a unit.
Here's Mitchell. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Pass to O'Neal. A three from Bogdanovich. The rebound by Harden.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And the jam by Harden.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. Trailing by 19. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And the new G League Pro Team, Smitty, signed a number of five-star high school basketball players. How do you think this is going to impact the college game?
Well, I think it's going to impact it, Kevin. You miss out on those stars, for sure. But I think you'll get more guys that'll play 2, 3, 4 years in college, which will give college basketball more consistency.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And the Jazz call time here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Irving. Good D by Mitchell. Jazz trail by 21. On the wing, Ingles. He's covered by Brown. Here's Mitchell. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Mitchell's got 18 points in the game. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got 21 in the game.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
Here's Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Well, free throw shooting, such an important part of the NBA game. And as the two-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. Number 1, Jordan Clarkson.
You know, he's just a guy you do not want to send to the line. I mean, defenders always have to think twice about initiating contact with him because of that percentage.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. The Jazz making a switch here. Favors is checked in. And Mitchell drops them both. Nets leading by 16. Irving with it. Now defended by Gobert. And the shot goes in. He's got 9.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Mitchell outside. Gobert. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And here are the Nets. Here's Irving. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Puts it up. And it's Mitchell missing. It's the Nets now. It's a 16-point game. Here's Griffin. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Jazz shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? It's good. Irving's got 11.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Irving drives in, and it's sent back by Mitchell.
This is the elite defense Mitchell provides, and you've got to love how he competes.
To the middle. Looking for Clarkson. He gets it there, and it's blocked. Kicks to Gobert. Here's Ingles, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Ingles has got his 2nd bucket of the night, and the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
George Niang, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And the Nets making a change here as well. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Irving. Nets leading by 13. The 3 from Johnson. Drops in the tray.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Utah shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Here's Mitchell over Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. And the first one drops. And Mitchell drops them both. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They lead by 14. Griffin's shot is off.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 28.
And you couldn't draw it up any better offensively. 8 buckets already in his first 10 attempts.
Brown, good.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Here's Niang following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. The wide open look here for Ingles. And Utah, another 3.
That's cold-blooded. Ingles not allowing the 3 on the other end to go unanswered.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Nets lead by 14.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And here are the Nets. Johnson for 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson. The Jazz shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Mitchell's shot is good.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And here's Brown outside. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Mitchell against Johnson. Tipped away. Griffin with the steal. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And finished off by Griffin.
Blake Griffin's teammates have to say wow, because they get the chance night in and night out to see something fantastic.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Nets out in front as they wrap up the first quarter with a 13-5 run. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, we got to be able to focus on us. Obviously we went through a little bit of a rough patch. We're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, Johnson is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin, and it's Luwawu in at the 3. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. The Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
A different look for Utah. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Mike Conley in for Donovan Mitchell. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's James Harden in for Johnson. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Conley gets the bucket.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Lets a floater go. Conley's shot is off.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Bucket is good. Harris has got 5 points so far.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Harden's shot is good.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Out to the right wing. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And the Jazz, another 3.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Nets leading by 19 points. Here's Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Derek Favors. And both free throws good for James Harden. Jazz trail by 21. Feeds to Clarkson. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what
that
a play?
Kevin? Unbelievable.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Green with the ball. Conley picks him up. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 8.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Conley. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Masterful control by Mike Conley, keeping his eyes on the rim and nailing the shot through contact.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. So it'll be James Harden shooting. Michael Conley picks one up. The Nets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. Free throw good from Harden.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And stolen by Jordan. From deep, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Count that bucket. He has 7.
Arguably the most athletic center in the game, DeAndre Jordan is always a threat on the fast break.
O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. Can they get it? Second chance shot. It's stolen by Harris. Clarkson against Irving. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Clarkson against Irving. Shots good by Clarkson.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Irving. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And that's vintage Kyrie. He has the blow-by speed to get past defenders off the dribble.
Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. To the paint. Here's Clarkson. And Jordan sends it back. Here's Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Free throw good, Green. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Both good from the line that time.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Irving against Clarkson. Down low. Inside, O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Skying high, one of his advantages as a undersized 4.
Brooklyn's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst. that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Utah's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Conley gets the bucket.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Here's Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here is Conley. 11 points in the game. Outside Bogdanovich. Off target from three-point range.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Conley. To the inside. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist from Conley.
Don't forget, along with the skill, Bogdanovich brings size to the wing position.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Conley with it. Stolen by Harden. 3-on-3. Here's Irving. And it's Jordan with the jam.
What I like about that play, DeAndre Jordan not just looking to corral the miss, he's looking to finish the job.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. O'Neal passes to Clarkson. And he jams it with authority.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Conley kicks to O'Neal. Here's Clarkson. Nailed from three-point land. Clarkson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing. Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
The Jazz shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Conley against Irving. Conley's shot is off.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Harris misses.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
11 feet away. And it's blocked.
Great awareness by Bogdanovich, working hard to come up with the block.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Standing ovation, I stand over you hating because if we gotta crash them seatbelt for the occasion, I'm a boss though, and I'm content with my ways for what it costs. I'm about my business in every way, can't take no loss. I'ma keep winning until that day I'm Wi-Fi, throwing up
And the Jazz with some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Royce O'Neal. Joe Ingles comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Mike Conley. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Johnson in for James Harden.
Well, he started out as a pure shooter. Bogdanovich has worked hard to become a threat off the bounce and a strong finisher.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Brooklyn's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Griffin. Johnson's got 9.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless. Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Johnson against Mitchell. Banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 38 points.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them, and Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. 1:07 left in the second quarter. Now Mitchell. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Chicago.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovich, no luck.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Irving. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Irving's got 23.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. To the paint. Here's Favors. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And there it is for him. 25 points in the game.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Mitchell against Johnson. Now, here's Mitchell. He's tightly guarded. On the wing, Ingles. Buries it from three-point range. Ingles has got 10 points in the game.
You can do a lot of things with Ingles offensively. He can initiate, he can play off the ball, and he can shoot it from anywhere on the floor.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys just go out there, compete, have fun, and just play hard.
My family doesn't think it's all for the kids, but I appreciate your sentiment. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. James Harden led the way in the first half. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better at handling the basketball than Kyrie Irving?
If I'm being honest?
Yes.
He's just another level of player at that position with the ball.
You said no. Did you forget about Isaiah Thomas, Allen Iverson, and Steph Curry? Listen, Kyrie Irving is a guy you can always compare with. Don't say no.
Okay.
Like those guys don't exist.
All right, my bad. You're right.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Rudy Gobert is out there with O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich in at the three, the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Green with the block.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. Over to the left wing. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got 7 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Timeout called the Nets.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
On defense, the Jazz. Releases. No good from Jordan.
Missed opportunity, wide open for mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Harden against Conley. Poke loose. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the jam by Harden.
And that's the nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists in the game. Again, what an avalanche! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Conley against Harden. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Launches it. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mitchell. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got his 7th rebound here tonight. On its way from Irving for 2, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Man, it's a joy to watch Kyrie go to work. You can tell he lives and breathes this game.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Conley. Conley's got assist number 8 now on the night. And got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Down low, Irving. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 29 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harden against Conley. Mitchell outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 9th assist in the game now.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
You have to love the imagination of Kyrie, able to get off his shot in traffic.
Mitchell outside. They get it back. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
For a guy who is 6'3", Kyrie shows us he has great confidence playing inside.
Now, here's Mitchell. 43 points in the game, and the shot goes in. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
A lost art in this game. Terrific bounce pass.
Harden inside the 3-point line. No good on the shot. The Jazz go the other way with it. Bogdanovich wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got 12 points in the game.
This is his shot. Bogdanovich has the touch from deep. He's confident from there, too.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Ball is my passion. Check the stats of the ass. Shorty checking my page. She follow my fashion. My life is a film and gas the lead. She's so precious to me. As the air that I breathe. Time to food up the jet. D-Way jersey to drip. Lamborghinis to match. Got 3 G's on the strip. These haters beneath us as I'm lacing my sneakers. Season 16, Lamborghinis and Ninas.
I'm shooting my shot. Every car that I clock, every record I break, every rock in my watch, every step that I take, still won't stop no mistakes. I'm talking major league, never minimum wage. So proud to be the descendant with motorcade, several Mercedes, so get out my way. Tangerines still in my slippers, too. Shed a tear for all my homies, Black Boy in the gates. Let's find a masseuse, then inspire the youth.
George Niang, he's checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Bogdanovich. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green, and it's Brown in for Irving. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Great positioning on the putback.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Niang. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Mitchell. Go back. Oh,
yes. What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Harden, no good. Utah with the ball. Mitchell wide open. And Utah, another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Harden with the stuff.
A little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Utah is shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. The pass to Clarkson from deep three-point range. Out to Conley. Three-pointer. Utah getting another chance here. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
And staying with the play, Harris. Harris has got 9.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Harris has gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Here's Claxton. Offensive rebound. Jordan. Gobert with the block. And here is Conley. 14 points for him. To the wing on the left. And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Claxton. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Next ball.
A different look for Utah. Favors comes in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles in for Mike Conley.
Ingles.
To the left side wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Fires from 18. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 11 points in the game.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
It's Harden with the drive and Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Niang. He kicks to Mitchell. Ingles in the corner. Jacks up a 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The net shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. And, yep, another basket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Passes it to Favors. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Harden, that's good.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Here's Clarkson. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. From about 19 feet, Derek Favors with the rebound. And for the Jazz, they're shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
For Utah, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. Free throw good. Clarkson.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Stolen by Mitchell. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Pass to Favors. Clarkson against Brown. And that one good from Clarkson.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Yo, set it up.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
The Nets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah.
One shot.
That's good from Johnson. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Mitchell with it. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Took him no time at all on that one.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Now Mitchell, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Goes up off the inbound. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Favors, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
You like to see a little bit of nasty from Favors when he scraps for these rebounds, really establishing his ground.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season, fairly standard numbers.
And that one falls for Favors.
You know, the shooting ability of Derek Favors combined with his size makes him a hard matchup for most defenses.
From the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Brown's got 14 points for the game. A challenging stretch here for Utah. Clarkson dishes to Mitchell. Over Johnson. And another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. Over Mitchell. The second chance effort. And it's Brown missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Knocks it loose. To the middle. Here's Favors. Rebound, Brooklyn. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When Favors has the rock near the basket, the defense is on edge. They have no choice sometimes but to get physical with him from that range.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Irving's checked in. And so Favors nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
So good at pulling up off the dribble. Kyrie completely under control the whole time.
Outside Favors takes the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. On its way from Irving for... Wow! Huge buzzer beater!
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the shot clock, ending the quarter the right way.
James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. Offensively, this has been his best game of the season. This is the most points he's scored all year. Back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been just uncontainable. 72% on the court for the Nets getting the 4th quarter going. They've got Kyrie Irving. Green is out there with Brown. And it's Tyler Johnson. And it's Griffin in at the 5 down low. Mitchell passes to O'Neal. Good chance here for Ingles. The shot comes out. The Nets go the other way with it. On its way from Irving for 2. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Irving's got 41.
Tremendous form on the jump shot. One of the reasons Kyrie's so consistent with it.
Really left alone that time.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Here's Green. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists here tonight.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
Irving against Ingles. Up top Favors. Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Mitchell. Clock at 6. Mitchell is double. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Pulls up on the wing. Tries again. And it's Favors laying it in.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
Good work there as it goes. Irving's got 43 points.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Utah calls timeout. Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those 2 players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all times. 2 different type of players, but both are very impressive.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Wide open. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Ingles has got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Kicks it to Favors. From deep Ingles. It's hauled in by Perry. The Nets have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go win. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Steve, if you were a GM and you could choose one player, who would you start your team with?
Right now, I think the perfect player to start your team off right now because of the way everything is going is Anthony Davis. He can play 1 through 5. Defensively, he can change a game. Offensively, he can play in and out. And he's just that fluid player that matches up with today's game.
And the free throw, no good.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level.
Here's Ingles. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Oni passes to Ilyasova. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
I mean, an incredible story how Joe Ingles has gotten to this point. A lot of it's been resiliency, and a lot of it has been sacrifice.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Morgan. The rebound by Johnson.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Oni. He's guarded by Johnson. The kick out to Ilyasova. 6 on the shot clock. And the pass to Ingles. The tray. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Ring shot on the way, and it's good off the back rim and in. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Carving out just enough space for mid-range. Good look.
Here's Oni. He's guarded by Johnson. Inside. Goes back up. Oni with the bucket. Oni's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
That one drops for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Oni with the bucket.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
Irving. And no good that time. So Utah will take it the other way. Here's Oni. Steve, you look at the large companies being created right now by some NBA players like LeBron and Steph. Talk about the example that sets for kids who look up to these guys.
You know, Kevin, I think it's a great example. Reason why they are showing the next generation of kids that's taking basketball serious, that they're more than just a basketball player. They are prepping for life after the game is over, but able to do it while they're playing.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And the Nets making a change here. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Now here's Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Conley.
Close out on Conley.
Down low. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Nets leading by 23. Here's Harden. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Passes it to Clarkson. And the foul on Harden. That's his third foul of the game. George Niang, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. The Nets making a switch here. Timeout called the Nets.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Griffin with the steal. Jordan with it. Conley picks him up. Here's Chioza. Over Gobert. Chioza, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And here's Conley outside. Gets that one to fall. That's his sixth field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Clarkson on the wing, covered by Irving. Gobert against Jordan. And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. Fades. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Connects again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Harris against Bogdanovich. Over Harris. Another miss by Utah. It's stolen by Gobert.
Gobert is a high percentage shooter from the interior, especially when he's dropping the hammer.
Here's Harden. Good, he hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
To the inside, O'Neal. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's good.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Utah's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. O'Neal dishes to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
So it's Utah now. Clarkson surveying the floor. Here's Conley, and Utah again with the bucket.
And Mike Conley can do this now. He can play off the ball and punish the defense for getting.
And another one falls. Amazing.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all-time in scoring.
And his scoring tonight has dropped him into the conversation with some of the all-time greats. I'm talking about names like Wilt Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant. Simply amazing what we've seen here.
And the Jazz with possession here. And here's Clarkson. And Jordan sends it back. Outside Griffin. Over O'Neal. That shot by Griffin, no good. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. Poked away. Griffin with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Harden's got the ball.
I love that play right there. You see the patience of Blake. Doesn't force anything, just waits for his man to break free.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Shooting for Utah, Royce O'Neal. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from O'Neal. So both teams making some changes here. O'Neal hits them both. The net shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. They get it back. Harry. Ooh, the double clutch. And Johnson with the lay-in good. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
He is just going all out right now. Loving the MJ impersonation. Hanging in the midair and still hitting the shot.
Here's Morgan. Now, here is O'Neal. He's covered closely, and he slams it one-handed.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Chiozza. Hughes covering. Chiozza, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Hughes, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
To the paint, 6 to shoot. Hughes, good.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from three.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and it goes down 2 points.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Hughes. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Picked his pocket. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
It starts in our practice. It starts with our practice habits, getting our swing action, and practicing with a purpose. You know, whether it's shoot-arounds or walkthroughs, we're starting to show progress right there and just getting back to what we know, and that's executing on both ends of the floor and trusting one another.
Well, the ball was certainly moving tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.